Okay, that feels much better. That feels good. Thank you for doing that with me. So, hi guys, I am Mel, and my pronouns are she, her, they, Aya, and I am the co-founder and CEO of Banyan Women's Collective. We are a 501c3 based out of the San Francisco Bay Peninsula. Once again, I'm sitting here in my office in North Fair Oaks, Menlo Park, and I welcome you to the space. So we're doing something different for this month. We really wanted to give everybody the opportunity to come into a space that was interactive, that felt hopefully safe and very inclusive for you to figure out what you need to reset. And we're going to give you all the possible tools to do it. And we're going to be there for you. And that's going to be through this 10-day challenge. I think it's a perfect time of the year, right after, right after last weekend, right after a lot of probably graduations in May and traveling. I just got back from my birthplace and I ate like I was in a marathon, and I drank like I was fish, and I'm okay with that. But my body is a little bit like, you are not 20 anymore. You need to stop. And so I know for me, Mukta and I were talking a reset. We're both super excited about doing this. Who quickly in the chat box, say yes or no, who's ever done like a reset? I don't want to say a cleanse because it's not a cleanse, but kind of reset the systems. It could have been through nutrition. It could have been a spiritual reset. Has anybody done anything like this?
Yeah. Take care and have a good night.
Wonderful. Wonderful. And if you're, let me see, just if you, there's a couple, there we go. All right. There's some conversation happening there. Thank you. Perfect. All right. So sort of, yes, never done it, wanted to. Okay. Well, this is a great space. So this is not going to be a cleanse. You're not ever going to be hungry. Hopefully you're not going to be confused about how to provide care for yourself, because we've created a bunch of tools. You're going to have 29 mini classes and demos to attend. Everything will be done through a private Facebook group. Pause there. I'm not a big fan of Facebook. I'm say it outright. Like, I don't really like it. I don't use it, but I will say for a private group, it's free. It's got all the tools that we need so we can make sure everybody's included and taken care of. And that's the extent of my love for Facebook. And so we're going to use that as our tool. So that's the first thing. The 29 classes will happen. You will have a schedule. You'll not have to wonder when anything's going on. And if you cannot make the class, because I've been DM'd about this, the class will be able to be replayed for whatever time works for you. So don't worry about that. You do not have to show up at the scheduled time. However, I know when I'm teaching, because I'm teaching a bunch of classes, I love to have people attend if they can. So please do so if you can. If you can't, then you will take the class later on, or maybe the next day at your leisure. Why are we resetting? Everybody needs to take the trash out, right? What happens if you don't take the trash out of your house? It gets funky, right? It's stinky. Like there's a reason that we clean our homes, and this is our home. This is our best home. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to attempt to reset different areas, whether it's nutrition, whether it's some self-care patterns, some ways of thinking, and everybody's going to show up for their own reason. And how are you going to know why you're here? Mukta has created a worksheet that she's going to tell you about. Once again, we're trying to give you every tool that you could possibly need for you to feel like this is pretty simple to do. All right, quickly into the schedule. I'm going to share my screen real quick. And you're looking at an admin screen, but you'll get the gist of it. So you're going to go and you're going to get this information, the link. I'm going to post it in a minute. You're going to get in an email on how to click and join us. So it's the 10 days summertime reset challenge. You'll get into the group. The group is private. You do have to get approved. You have to read the rules and guidelines and expectations before you enter into the group. When you come into the group, you're going to have a couple of pinned posts that are super important for you to read. And even more important is for you to respond to, because we want to hear that we want to know that you're here. We want to know what's going on in your mind. We want to, get the shout out from you. It's important. But beyond that, in the files area or guides, once again, Facebook and I are not the best of friends. Guides, you're going to have a couple of different guides here. Files, and I'm just showing you this for the sake of showing it. You're going to have files here. Your schedule will always be available and pinned towards, as I lie. Your schedule will always be available on the feed as well. Quickly about the schedule. Schedule starts 2 days prior with just some things for you to think about. Sunday, July 10th. This is 1 day prior. We will actually have our pregame, which is going to be a 30-minute sound session just to really kind of reset the nervous system, get into that space of like what you want to achieve over the next 10 days. And there'll be some time for Q&A there. And then Monday we launch, and every day you have something there for you to participate in, as much or as little as you want, right? And did you get that? This is not a race. It's a challenge, but it's not like a contest. There's no right or wrong. Show up, do what sounds good to you, do what feels good to you. I'm always a big proponent of people kind of pushing outside of their box. So that's a great thing too, but show up for you and only you. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to pass to Mukta now, and we're just going to go over a couple of other things, and then we're open up for questions.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Mel. Hi, everyone. If you haven't met me, my name is Mukta Gadkari, and I'm a holistic nutritionist and coach, one of the practitioners for this challenge. Mel, do we want to quickly bring Chantal and Joanne in just to say hello?
You can.
If they can, just so that people know who they are.
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
Okay, so I
don't know if Joanne's available. I don't know where she's at, but Chantal.
That's okay. Chantal, do you want to say hi?
Sure.
There you are.
Hello. Hi, everyone. Some of you I've met before in classes or other events. But yeah, my name is Chantal. I'm an Ayurvedic health counselor and holistic nutritionist, and I'm also a certified yoga nidra facilitator. So throughout this 10-day challenge, I will be leading you through some yoga nidra sessions. We'll do 5 different sessions together, and it's not like yoga poses. It's more likened to a guided meditation. So you don't need any prior experience. You don't have to be flexible. You just really need a quiet, comfortable place to lie down to practice yoga nidra. And I'll be posting like a little bit more information on it. But yeah, I'm excited to facilitate yoga nidra for you all, because it's just a really lovely space for you to create for yourself, to sort of like drop in, get quiet. And the more you practice, the easier it is going to be able to drop in and begin to really like shift your consciousness, which is really, really cool. So I'm just excited to help facilitate you getting to peaceful states and feeling rested and restored, and just, ready to really care for yourself. Yeah.
Thank you, Chantal. Joanne, you want to say a couple quick things?
Yes, I apologize earlier. I know I was just getting out of my car because I was driving home from work. Sorry. It's like, oh, she's called on me. But hi, everybody. I'm Joanne Sato, one of the instructors that will be joining you during this reset. I'll be teaching a couple classes, yoga class, and then pop Pilates. Pop Pilates is kind of not your traditional Pilates class. I say it's a dance on the mat, but it's a mixture of yoga, Pilates, and a little bit of dance. Not too much dance, but just enough for you to feel like you are your most beautiful self. And it is a class that is a full body class. We'll be doing a little bit of everything in that class. And then we'll be teaching yoga as well. So trying to get to your mind, body, and spirit as, yes. Thank you for having me today.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Joanne. And then thank you for Joanne and Chantal for sharing what you will be leading us in. And I will be sharing some demos of the different recipes that I put together. They're all in the guides that Mel showed us. So I wanted to talk a little bit about how to play this challenge and how to win. Okay, so we're going to talk about that first, and then I'm going to go into the personal goals worksheet. So let me share the screen really quickly. Hang on. Don't think I set this up right. Hold on 1 second.
While you're doing that, I just remember I always forget. I always show up with just my Banyan hat on. So for those that don't know me or have never worked with me, I'm actually board certified in holistic nutrition. I'm also food and spirit certified under Dr. Deanna Minich. I've taught dance and fitness for a couple decades. I lead sound meditation and avid cook and gardener as well. So those are some of my qualifications.
Thank you so much, Mel. So, kind of high level, you're going to be in great hands over the next 10 days. All of us are going to bring something that we want to share with you to the table. Mel's going to share a salad dressing and a couple of hydrating drinks. Chantal is going to share a spiced milk. But anyway, here's how you play. Okay, we wanted to keep this make it a pretty diverse, sort of give you lots of variety to work with in terms of reset, because you're all going to come to this reset challenge with different needs. So you're going to all get a bingo card, which you can download from the Facebook group. There's different categories, as you can see. I don't know if you can see this very clearly, but there's a nourish category, a hydrate, sleep, move, meditate, connect, recharge, and then a miscellaneous one. You can play as much as you want to or as little as you want to. So as Mel said earlier, this is not a race. I think the whole point of this reset is for you to slow down, is for you to have fun, is for you to listen to your body and really figure out what you need. And hopefully you will come out of this challenge with a better understanding, as well as feeling a little bit more rested. I think that is the goal of this challenge. So if you just want to focus on sleep, you can just focus on sleep, and you can sleep, try to sleep 8 hours. Keep your devices out of your bedroom, lights out at 10 p.m. I know that's really hard for some people. Journal before sleeping. So we're trying to create habits that are going to help you in this category. If you just want to focus on meditating, you can just do that. So in terms of the bingo card, you can go, either rows or columns. The first person to get one line needs to tell us on Facebook immediately, because we will celebrate you. You will get a prize. If you actually, hold on, I've totally jumped the gun. I'm already talking about how to win. Let's talk about how to actually get this bingo card to work for you. So you can either print it off and mark it off, or you can save it on your device if that's easier and mark it off just kind of electronically, but you need to keep track. There is no tracking that we're going to do on our end. So this is completely an honor system, so you can relax, do not stress out about, oh, how am I going to prove that I did this? Or Are they going to check who attended a live class? We're not checking anything because we are trying to do this reset too. And we're also trying to relax a little bit and have a good experience out of this. Okay, so the whole point of this thing is to have fun, learn some new habits, and come out of this feeling refreshed and better than you did going in. Okay, so having said that, here is how you win. Okay, so one line, tell us on Facebook. You're just going to go in here and choose whatever you want to work on. As you mark it off, this particular bingo card has completed 3 lines. As you can see, 2 columns and 1 row. If that's all you end up doing, great, you'll qualify for a prize. If you complete 6 lines, you'll qualify for a different prize. 8 lines, you'll qualify for the grand prize. So we've got different prizes that we've identified, which we'll be sharing more about in the Facebook group. But that's really our plan of action, and we're going to try to make this as fun for you as possible. Okay, so you can even just get a prize for like being active on Facebook. Go introduce yourself on the Facebook group and mark that off. That's how easy this is going to be. Okay.
Right. And guides like this help you stay with a focus. It's still like a level of accountability. It's just a tool. That's all it is a tool. And you don't even have to use it if you don't want to. If you just want to
Absolutely.
show up and use the schedule and use some of the recipes from the ebook, that's cool, because the last thing we also want to do is for you to feel stressed. So we're trying to make this as limited in stress, with as many opportunities to try and experience and reset, and to be in community. So if something feels, do you really need to do it? Check it out, let it go, but just show up. There's a question now. Let's see what this question is. And the miscellaneous column, the 4th box says eating meditation with Mukta. Correct. On the schedule, there is a scheduled day where Mukta will be leading an eating meditation. I believe it's like the Sunday.
It's next Sunday.
Not this Sunday, but the next Sunday.
Yeah. Correct.
So you'll have to look at the schedule to know what's happening, which is why it's important to, decide if you're going to commit today. If you're going to commit, go get your approval for the Facebook group, and then get on the Facebook group and take 10 minutes to look at the files, print out the schedule, put it somewhere that you'll always see it, get your bingo card out, your personal goals worksheet, and carve out time for this, right? There are so many different classes, and you only know if you're connecting yourself to the schedule and actually reading it. Under the miscellaneous comment, the last box, it says massaged leafy greens. Y'all are reading. This is great. What does that mean, Mukta?
Well, it means that I'm going to be teaching you in one of my classes, I think it's the kale salad demo with Mukta, how to massage leafy greens. And you're also going to get that information in the ebook that I created. So, there's techniques that you're going to be learning that you can use to start enjoying vegetables a different way. And I think that's part of the goal of the ebook, is to give you the opportunity to experience different techniques. It's not to say, don't eat this, don't eat that. There's nothing like that in this particular challenge. If you notice, I'm going to just go back to the previous bingo because you can see the nourish column a little bit easier. It's things like, eat 3 cups of veggies, or ate 3 cups of veggies today, made a smoothie, made a colorful salad. Now, if you're traveling, just order a colorful salad. Keep track of it that way. It does not have to be something that you're making. But we've also tried to challenge you to attend the class so you learn it. So really good question. But ask those sorts of questions during in the Facebook challenge as well.
Yeah, ask your questions now, and then ask your questions. Keep the Facebook group alive. I know that every kind of group challenge or something that I've been a part of on Facebook, it's always best when people are sharing. And if you feel really fucking good that day about, you're like, look at my bomb ass salad, show us that salad, we want to see it. Like, we want to hear from you. We want you to be a part of this. And then if you're confused about something, or if you feel stuck, we want to help you. And yes, Vivian, sports, tennis, 5 rhythms, dance, movement is movement, and you can count that.
Okay, so I want to talk about the personal goals worksheet really quick. I will just pull it up. That one is in the Facebook group as well, but I'm going to pull it up here on my, okay, so it's a PDF. It's not a PDF that you can write in. It's not something you can complete digitally. It's not something that we want you to turn in, so this is for you and you alone. So what I would suggest is, if you want to print it out, go ahead and print it out. But what I would be doing with this is use these questions as prompts for yourself. Get your journal out and start just answering, what made you sign up for this challenge? Why are you here? On a scale of 1 to 5, how's your current energy, sleep, and stress? What are your goals for the summertime reset challenge? And try to make them as specific as possible, measurable, realistic. How will you achieve those goals? So this is where, you really want to think about, okay, if my goal is movement, then what classes are being offered? And let me go and schedule those, put them on my calendar, at least make time so that I'll catch up with that particular movement class, or do my own movement class. How will you stay accountable? So it's giving you ideas of how to stay accountable. How will you celebrate your wins? That's a really big one, because it's like, once you get out of a big challenge like this, it's always nice to see what's on the other end. And then there's a post-challenge. So the first part is pre-challenge, to really self-assess before going into this challenge, to do that before Monday. And then the post-challenge learnings, things like, what are you going to take with you? What are you most proud of? What are the habits you created? Because, the point of this challenge is not to just do everything for 10 days and then forget about it. It's to actually take some habits into your life. And even if there's like one small thing, if it's, oh my God, I slept before 10 p.m. and I felt so rested the next morning, that is a win. That's a big win. And we have to celebrate it, but also figure out how to help you keep that consistent going forward.
Yeah.
Okay, so use this for yourself. Did you want to say something, Mel?
No, I'm saying those are like even if you're somebody that doesn't drink water and you start drinking water, and maybe you never work out again, like that's a huge win. Everything, all the things matter. So yeah, come in, and I would just say, sit with your personal goals worksheet in a quiet spot and be really honest with yourself about how you're feeling, about the way things are going. And then you'll notice on the Facebook group, it talks about making smart goals, like attainable goals. Don't overdo it. I think we all work with clients that come in and are like, I'm going to change everything. And it's like, no, because that won't work. Find something that, hone in on one thing, but try lots of things. That's why we're giving you so many different options of classes, is to try lots of things. Try a little bit of this on, try a little bit of that on, try to massage your greens, try a new dressing, try some nighttime spicy milk, some Pilates, and see what works, what feels good. That's it.
That really is the point of this whole challenge. I'm going to go into the next slide that we have for you, and then we will open it up to questions. So the next slide is, oh shoot, am I still sharing?
Nope.
Okay. I was just going to start talking, and hold on. Here we go. Okay. So what is next? You are going to get an email today with some of this information, but join the Facebook group. I think, Mel, are you going to put the link in this chat as well?
I will. And the email went out, I think in 2 minutes it goes out. But yes, I
okay.
will link, and just give me just a moment.
No worries. And introduce yourself. We've got a prompt in there saying, tell us who you are, share a photo of yourself in your happy space. Tell us why you joined the challenge. Invite a friend to sign up. It's not too late to sign up. Technically, you could sign up even after the challenge starts, right? But to make the most of it, get people to get into the Facebook group, and then there will be a recording of this so they can watch it on YouTube. Download your personal goals worksheet, set your goals, download the bingo card, recipe ebook, just familiarize yourself with it. Stay tuned with everything that we're going to be updating you on the Facebook group. We're just going to be constantly giving you journal prompts and mindfulness posts and just various things to kind of keep you excited. And just, as we said, just share what's going on with you as well. If you have questions, if you need support, we are here for you. And then start just prepping, block off space, time, make sure your blender works. You are going to need a high-speed blender for most of the recipes in the book. And I think have fun, don't stress it. This is not meant to be a stressful challenge in any shape or form. Any questions?
Excuse me, can I
Stop
have a
sharing.
question? I have a question. Can I create my own bingo card? Because there's specific things that I'd like to try to do, but it's not on the bingo card. Like, and then can I, because I think in order to maximize the benefit for me personally, because of the different goals that I may have, because I do a lot of those things already. So I'm trying to figure out can I modify the bingo card and I'll give it to you first for approval.
Mel, do you want to take that or should I take that? So I don't think, so you are welcome to take as much out of this challenge as you like, and you're welcome to create your own goals for this challenge. I don't think we're going to be doing modifications of the bingo card, because then it's like, different sort of, I don't know, everyone's going to be playing at different levels, and that's totally fine. But if you are going to be, if you're going to be doing all the things already, you are going to qualify to win. So feel free to do as much of it or as little of it as you need to. Mel, did you want to?
No, I mean, that's exactly where I thought too. We do have to give some type of guideline. And so a way for us to try to help with accountability and to make this fun and interactive was to create the bingo card. And I know I received another message from somebody that said, well, I don't see Joanne's on the card. Well, Joanne joined us a little bit later. Mukta had already did spend a lot of time on the bingo card, and it doesn't mean that you can't take Joanne's class. It means that
she is on there. Oh, she is on there twice. Yeah.
Oh, so well, there you go. Boom.
Yeah.
What's wrong with
I
that?
Definitely added her.
Okay. So Joanne says, I am on.
There's I just want to say that I do appreciate the bingo card very much. I thought it was a fabulous idea. I was just thinking, okay, my problem is not going to the grocery store. Maybe I should just add that to something basic, for me.
But that's going to be, I would say, I would challenge you that's going to be something on your personal goals. Mm-hmm. That shopping is a big deal for a lot of people. And we all know, we're all busy. And we all know when we eat at home, you save money, it's healthier. There's so many benefits, but a lot of us, it's so easy to DoorDash. So maybe that's one of your personal goals. And I'm not hating on DoorDash either, because I do it too. But maybe that's one of your personal goals, is that you're going to shop because you want fresh food all 10 days. So you're going to write that on your personal goals worksheet.
Yeah, and I think if you're going to be following along with the recipes, or, trying to make a colorful salad or make a soup, make a smoothie, you are going to have to go to the grocery store, so in some ways it's a behavior that's already sort of built in to what we've got planned, or go to the farmer's market, which is on the bingo card. But yeah, I mean, I think, like Mel said, if there's anything that you're really working towards and it's not on the bingo card, just put that on your personal goals worksheet. This is what, this is a personal challenge for you.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I'm not doing caffeine for the 10 days. So that's not on the card. That's a personal goal for me. I'm not doing any added extra sugars just sugar for my fruit. That's a personal goal for me. So yeah, and we're all individual. So use a bingo card for fun or to keep you on track if you're somebody that struggles with it, because it's a good guide that's fun. And then if you're somebody like Viv that does a lot of those things already, then you're going to have personal goals underneath that will be reflective of what you want out of this for yourself. Amy, great question. An intro statement that can help invite your friends, quickly, I would say that I paused the thank you email from going out because I'm trying to work smart, not hard. And so I'm going to send the thank you email out with all these details after I post the YouTube video for those, so I could put the link in the email for those that need to watch a replay. And maybe when you get that email, you could just forward that email to whoever and be like, hey, I'm doing this 10-day challenge. Here's everything you need. You want to watch the video real quick? Boom. So your thank you email probably won't go out until around 8:30 if I'm right, because I have to edit and post and blah, 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 stuff that y'all don't care about. Okay. Any other questions? Is anybody going to do the challenge with us? That's a good question. Anybody gonna show up and do the challenge with us, or is it just me and Mukta and oh, there we go. Wonderful, wonderful. Yes, I love that. I love that. Look, there is no harm here. This is all about experience. It's all about knowing that there are how many other people out there doing it with you. You can be as communicative as you want on the Facebook group, be as present as you want. There, that's beautiful. It says, just says submit. I didn't see. So when you click on the Facebook link, making a Facebook now. I know my wife has to make one too, because she doesn't do Facebook. Personal goal to find a quiet space and carving out time. That's a great point. So a lot of the things that you'll be doing with me are things that are going to require you to create a space for yourself. Whether you're doing sound bath with me, you want to have a space that you're comfortable and lying down. I'm going to post the stuff on the Facebook, so don't worry. If you're doing the workout class with me, then you want to have a space. And I'm all about showing up in my cute gear, because my cute gear makes me feel better about working out. I don't know. I know the other fitness instructors get it too. It's like, you just feel better when you have something cute on, or at least that's me. Anyways, dance class, you're going to have space. Yoga with Joanne, you want to have space. So you do want to have an area where you can move. It doesn't have to be a big area. I just went through pandemic teaching in my tiny house in a tiny space. You can do anything anywhere, just as long as you create that space with the intention, right? Please send the Facebook link in. Okay. All right. Do we have any other questions? Anything?
Does anyone want to share their personal goals?
Group submit.
Chantal, you want to share a personal goal?
Yeah, I already had to think about mine. So yeah, the two personal goals that I have are to go to bed lights out by 10 p.m. at least 3 times over the next 10 days, and then to try 3 different movement classes, because I've just been stuck doing the same dumbbell routines and I'm kind of over it, And I've also been interested in trying that pop Pilates class, because I know that Banyan Tree has had Joanne for like a long time, and I've just never gotten myself to a class, and I'm like, okay, now's the time to do it. And I think one of the classes at like 7 a.m. And even though Mel said you don't have to join when it's live, but it is obviously nice for the practitioner, I feel like going to bed earlier is going to help me be ready for a 7 a.m. pop Pilates class. So yeah, I'm excited.
You'll enjoy yourself.
Yeah. And I appreciate that it is a challenge, because it will truly be a challenge for me. Like, yeah. So I'm thankful to be here, and I hope that you guys all hold me accountable, because I just told you my goals.
Well, I was like, ooh, maybe caffeine and sugar at the same time might be a lot. And I am teaching all these classes. I don't know what kind of mail y'all are going to get, but you're going to get something. We'll see who shows up. One of my alter egos. Everybody's going to be pissed. Like, no caffeine. Thank you for sharing, Chantal. And another thing I just wanted to put out there is, for the fitness and for the dance, I know that we have different ability bodies. We have different needs. We have different, maybe we're dealing with like knee issues or back issues. You always modify, right? You always modify, and it's okay. The teachers are there as guides, but you modify for your body. You know your body best. I know the Supreme Court doesn't think that, but you know your body best. So you monitor your body. You have full sovereignty over your body on how much you're going to do or how little you're going to do. Just show up and be present, because that right there in itself is a lot. That speaks volumes, showing up for yourself in that way. Yeah. Okay. Beautiful. It is in the chat. Thank you.
Can I say one more thing? So for those of you who are not familiar with what SMART goals are, on the sheet that Mukta created for you that has like where you have the prompts for your personal goals, she kind of gives an example, but you really want to aim to try to be specific. So that's why you found one of my goals to be stated as like 3 times that I want to go to bed by 10 p.m. Because if I were to just say like, I want to go to bed earlier than I normally go, it's not as clear, right? And I know I said 3 times, but I'm also going to have to pick the days. And I will strategically pick one of those days to be the day before the 7 a.m. pop Pilates class. But the more you get clear and specific on your goals, the easier you are going to have attaining them, because you've really lined out what you're aiming to do. So
right.
And realistic too.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I said only 3 times. I almost said 2, because I was like, ooh, am I going to be able to almost do like, that's like 30%, right? And like, I normally go to sleep probably by like 11:30. So that's like an hour and a half earlier, but I think I can do it. So I'm pushing myself.
And yeah, that's so that's why this is posted here is, and once again, to be really specific. Notice that I said no sugar except for fruit sugars, natural sugars. Because you can easily have well-meaning intentions and just set yourself up for like a trap. And like probably Chantal will quickly hit her 3, and then who knows, she'll be like, okay, I got this, so I'm going to do 4 or 5. You know, I mean, it's personal and is individual, but you do want to be really specific, which is why we say sit there with your personal goals worksheet in a quiet space and take the time for yourself just to kind of look at it. It seems like you're going to look at it. It seems really simple, and it is, but the point is for you to sit with yourself and think about like, what do I need? So you can really show up for yourself. And then we're just here to be, you're the coach, we're your assistant coaches, and we're here to like, you know, be your backup, what you need, root for you, be your support, but you know you best. Wonderful. Are there any other questions? No? Okay, if anything pops up, I suggest start talking in the Facebook group. We're already on there. We're already on there. You're going to see stuff popping up pretty regularly from here on out. And Sunday at 9 a.m. Pacific time, if you want to join for the sound, it'll be a nice grounding sound session, getting into our breath, just really kind of setting the tone for the next 10 days. And you'll be able to ask some questions after that as well. Wonderful. Thank you so much, everyone. I'm really excited to see how this goes. If this goes really well and we all really enjoyed it and we get something out of it, then my gut, my intuition kind of tells me it would be really great to do this towards the end of January, so we can kind of reset from all the holidays and the end of the year activities. All right. Are we team summertime reset? Yeah, I'm ready for this. I'm ready for this.
Can't wait.
Texas was not kind to my gut, so I need to reset my body. Wonderful. Thank you so much for taking time today. Your email will go out as soon as I can get the YouTube up. Please share it with friends, family, and we'll see you on Sunday. Yeah, or see you in the Facebook group soon. Okay. Take care.
Good. Bye.
Bye.